Let's check out the solution challenge.
Let's do this.
Okay, I'll present my screen.
Welcome to the Google Developer Student Club's 2021 Solution Challenge. The mission of this challenge is to use Google technology to solve for one of the United Nations' 17 Sustainable Development Goals, aiming to end poverty, ensure prosperity, and protect the planet. Win cool prizes, mentorship from Google, and swag. Get help along the way from Google at training events, code labs, and hackathons. Submit your solution by March 31st, 2021. Register today. We can't wait to see what you build.
Let's get started. Developer Student Clubs are university-based communities where students learn about Google technology and use their skills to solve local problems. Welcome to the Developer Student Club's 2020 Solution Challenge Demo Day.
I'm really excited about this summit because I get to learn a lot of new stuff, and DSC really helps me to identify and make my skills grow.
DSCs are university-based student groups that come together and learn Google technology from each other.
In DSC, I could not only learn about technical skills related about technology, but also here I could learn about soft skills like leadership, communication, and also mentoring.
I've been developing NLP-based web applications at school, and with the Google technologies I learned at the summit, I'm looking forward to taking my project to the next level.
We expanded Developer Student Clubs this year to more universities and more countries across Southeast Asia. It is this summit where their journey begins. Over the next 2 days, DSC leads learn vital technical, problem-solving and leadership skills from Googlers and industry experts before they go back to their universities to train more students, build projects and contribute back to the community.
The most memorable part of this summit is when we met other DSC leads from different countries, learning their culture and sharing the same goal, and that is helping our fellow students with the use of technology.
The sessions that was most useful for me was how to build community, how to focus and respect the audience.
It's crucial that students are able to see the big picture and prepare themselves for their professional career. And that's what DSC does. It gives them a path for the future.
The DSC journey helped me build my passion in one area of technology and grow my career.
We want you to start connecting with, understand your community, understand your university, see what's going on in your city, talk to businesses, talk to NGOs, talk to your university, identify problem statements, and then work as a group to solve those problems and actually build solutions.
I'd like to make sure that no one in my community is left behind.
We're so excited to work with you all DSC leads from across the region, to see your career grow and support you solve local problems and create impact in your communities.
Hi fellow explorers, I am Justin Luis Napes, the acting lead of the Developer Student Club EME Computer College Caloocan, and I welcome you all to today's activity about the info session for the Solution Challenge. And itong activity na ito ang magmamarka ng pagtatapos ng ating Solution Challenge Exploration Series. So ngayong alam nyo na yung mga different technologies na pwede nyo i-integrate sa inyong mga solutions or projects na pwede nyo i-submit. Ngayon, alamin naman natin kung ano nga ba yung solution challenge mismo, ano yung mga criteria, ano yung mga prizes na pwedeng makuha, and kung paano sumali. So, ano nga ba ang solution challenge? Solution Challenge is an annual contest presented by the developer student clubs that invite student developers like you to develop solutions for local community problems using one or more Google products or platforms. And for this year, the mission of the Solution Challenge is for you to solve one or more of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. So ano nga ba yung sinasabi nilang 17 Sustainable Development Goals? So kaunting nice to know lang. In 2015, the United Nations created these 17 SDGs and aimed to achieve them by 2030. These 17 SDGs have been agreed upon by all 193 United Nations member states, and it aims to end poverty, ensure prosperity, and protect the planet. The goal number 1 of the 17 SDG is no poverty. Ang goal nila is to end poverty in all forms everywhere by 2030. Their next goal is zero hunger, in which ang goal nila is to end the hunger, achieve food security and improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. The third goal is about good health and well-being, to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all and at all ages. The fourth goal is about quality education, to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. The fifth goal is about gender equality and women empowerment. Sixth is to have clean water and sanitation to ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. And the seventh goal is to ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. Goal 8 is about decent work and economic growth hunger, to promote sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. The ninth goal is about industry, innovation, and infrastructure, to build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. 10th is to reduce inequality within and among countries. 11 is to make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. The 12th goal is to ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. The next goal is to take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. Next is to conserve and sustainably use the ocean, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. Goal 15 is to protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainably manage forests, combat desertification, halt and reverse land degradation, and halt biodiversity loss. The 16th goal is about promoting peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. And their last goal is to strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. For more in-depth discussion about the UN goals, you can visit developers.google.com/community/DSC Solution Challenge UN Goals. So now that you have the basic understanding of the 17 SDGs, you might be wondering how to register. So madali lang naman siya. Punta lang kayo sa link na ito, Google/Solution Challenge, and meron kayong sasagutan doon na form. And you just basically tell kung ano yung pangalan nyo, enter nyo ng email nyo, and from which DSC chapter you will be coming from. And after registering, you will be asked to join the DSC Event Platform Solution Challenge chapter, kung saan pwede kayo mag-RSVP to their upcoming events. And also, after you register, you will receive directions on how to join the online community where 100+ mentors such as Googlers and Google developer experts are available to help. So sa platform na yon, pwede kayong magtanong sa mga Googlers and GDEs na pwedeng makatulong sa pag-improve ng projects ninyo. So ano nga ba yung prizes na pwede nyo makuha kapag napili yung mga projects ninyo? So all participants will receive a digital profile badge and an official certificate from the team. And then, yung top 50 na team ay makaka-receive ng customized mentorship from Googlers to take your projects to the next level. And then, from that top 50, pipili sila ng top 10 finalists kung saan magkakaroon kayo ng additional mentorship plus a 1-year subscription to Plural site and also an opportunity to showcase your solutions to Googlers and developers around the world at Demo Day to be premiered or to be held at YouTube. So, from the top 10 finalists, there will be top 3 winners na pwedeng makareceive ng Chromebook, and meron din kayong chance na ma-feature sa Google Developers blog, and an opportunity to have a chat or to talk with the Google executive. So, this is a big opportunity for you na you shouldn't be able to miss out. So, paano i-judge yung mga projects na ginawa ninyo? So, divided siya into 2 sections. First is impact, worth 60 points, and technology, worth 40 points. Basically, kay impact, dinidiscuss niya lang dito kung gaano ka-effective yung solution na nagawa ninyo sa pag-address ng challenge na na-identify nyo with that particular sustainable development goal. And dito naman kay technology is about yung integration nyo ng Google technology, kung bakit yun yung ginamit nyo, and kung nag-implement nyo ba yung mga technical components na kailangan nyo to solve the challenge. So, ito yung timeline na sinusundan natin sa solution challenge. So, divided siya into 3. Muna getting started, design and build, and submission and judging. So, steps 1 to 5 is about joining a DSC, registering for the solution challenge, forming a team, and selecting kung anong SDG yung gusto nyong i-address. And then for the next part about design and build, kung saan you will identify the solution, you will learn and build, and then test that solution, and then iterate lang yung steps na yun hanggang sa makuha nyo na yung final product na ginagawa ninyo. And then for submission and judging, you will record a demo video and explain nyo doon kung paano nag-work yung mga solution na ginawa ninyo, kung paano nyo na-address yung particular SDG problem na tinatry nyo na isolve, and kung paano nakatulong yung particular Google technology sa pag-solve ng problem na yun. And then around May, the top 50 solutions will be announced. And then magkakaroon ng mentoring dun sa top 50 teams na mapipili na yun by around May to June. And then around July, the top 10 finalists from the top 50 will be announced. And around August naman, the top 3 winners will be announced live sa YouTube in their demo day. And then, of course, step 14 is to celebrate all the 2021 Solution Challenge participants. So, nanalo man or hindi, it's an achievement na ma-experience nyo kung paano sumali sa Global Solution Challenge. So, along with the activities na ginawa natin for the past few weeks, meron ding mga self-paced code labs na pwede nyong i-take should you be interested in exploring other technologies. Merong Android Basics in Kotlin. We have Build Actions for Google Assistant, Web Pathways, and Data Science in Google Cloud. So kapag sumali kayo sa Solution Challenge, meron kayong chance na kumonect to 5,000 students and 100 plus Google developer experts around the world dito sa platform nila na tinatawag na Partean. And this Partean platform is an online community platform with a dedicated hub for Solution Challenge participants. And then as soon as you register, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na online community na pwede nyong salihan and makapagtanong kayo ng mga technical questions on these specific Google products. Pwede kayo makakuha ng feedback on ideas from mentors and other peers, and also technical advice on how to build your projects. So bukod sa online community, meron kayong chance to request and redeem Google Cloud credits. So kapag nag-register kayo, be sure to mention that you're interested in using Google Cloud for your solution. And then make sure lang na isa lang sa team ninyo ang mag-fill out ng Google Cloud redemption form. Kasi for example, lahat kayo nag-submit and ma-detect nila yon, pwede kayong ma-disqualify from redeeming that credit. So make sure na isa lang sa team nyo ang mag-submit ng form na yun. So meron tayong frequently asked questions about the solution challenge. Ang una is, pwede bang yung solution ko is mag-solve ng problem na hindi kasama sa 17 SDGs? The answer is no, because isa sa mga requirement nila is your solution to solve for at least one or more of the 17 SDGs. So ang next question naman is, pwede ba akong sumali sa multiple teams and mag-contribute ako sa multiple projects? The answer is no, kasi sabi sa terms and condition nila na yung limit nila is 1 entry per person lang. So each student can only be a part of one submission. So this is one of the most common questions na tinatanong ng mga participants na sumasali sa Solution Challenge. Kung pwede bang sumali sa challenge kung walang DSC sa school or sa university? The answer is yes. Pwede kayong sumali as long as you team up with at least one student at an existing DSC university. And then you must join that DSC community through the event platform. Kung may kakilala kayo or meron kayong friends from other schools na member ng DSC, reach out to them, ask them kung pwedeng makipag-collab sa kanila para maging eligible kayo kahit walang DSC sa school ninyo na makasali sa Solution Challenge. So lastly is given yung implications ng social distancing. Siyempre maapektuhan yung testing nyo with the users. So, i-consider ba ng judges yun? The answer is yes. Don't worry kasi maging mindful sila doon sa limitations dahil nga may protocol tayo about social distancing. And this includes but is not limited to your ability to meet as a team, ability to have users test the solution, and lack of internet access or proper developer environments due to the displacement of the college campus. Kung may mga tanong pa kayo na hindi nasagot dito sa top 4 frequently asked questions natin, you can go to Google/Solution Challenge for more information. So thank you for listening and I hope yung discussion na ito ay nalinawan kayo about the Solution Challenge, its goals, and kung paano mag-register. And then hopefully the activities na ginawa namin para sa inyo is enough na para makapag-start kayo sa projects ninyo. And we can wait to see what you build. So let's make the world a better place through the use of Google technologies. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Teofy Rabanes, a third-year software engineering and the previous lead of the DSC Central Philippine University. So before I will start this talk session, I would like to extend my gratitude to DSC AMA Computer College Caloocan for inviting me as the guest speaker of this info session. So the title of this talk is called Ready, Set, Go. We will know how to get ready to start the solution challenge, how to set up to develop the solution, and going ahead after deploying the application. So if you're watching this and this is the first time that you have heard about the solution challenge is an annual event that encourages students to develop a solution to problems using different Google technologies.
this year, the mission of the Solution Challenge is to solve one or more Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. So guys, take note that the March 31, 2021 is the deadline of the solution submission. So in this talk session, it is such a privilege not only to share my experiences during the Solution Challenge last year, but also to encourage you guys to join the challenge this year. So first, let me quickly flex my team. So this is my amazing team leader, Matthew, the hardworking front-end developer, Marsri, the ever-supportive Zerthea, and there's me. So our team developed a mobile application called Me Daily. So Me Daily includes the following functionalities. First, it keeps track of daily vital signs such as your blood pressure, your temperature. It also stores your important files like your prescriptions, your laboratory results, your medical certificates, your receipts. It also creates task reminders. Not only that, but it also stores your daily health logs, whether you're feeling well, you're feeling great, or you're feeling sick. And finally, it saves your previous locations. So, this solution will not be possible if we haven't identified a problem. So if you're someone who wants to join the challenge but doesn't know what to do, I have prepared a very short walkthrough for all of you. First step, let's get ready. So some of you might be asking, how to start coming up with a solution? First, you have to identify the problem. You have to ask the question, what problems exist in my community? So in our case, we realized that whenever we visit for consultation at the outpatient department of any hospital, the waiting hours are very long. So that ignited our problem. So after identifying the problem, we should also know, is our problem relevant? So you can know this through asking people who are affected by this problem. So in our problem, we asked a friend of mine who works as a medical intern and gave us insights. As she mentioned, the cause of the long queues was that some patients took a long time remembering the simplest activities that they do, what they ate or what they drank, and even an important information like their recent medical history. So from knowing the importance of our problem, it's now time for you to brainstorm the solution. That is our third step. You have to list down the ways how to alleviate the problem. So after doing these steps, in our case, Me Daily was born. And that's how we can proceed to our next step. Set. So this step, it is setting up. Since you have now a problem, it's now time to develop your solution. So in developing the solution, you can choose different Google technologies. If you're planning to develop an Android application, you can use Kotlin. So Flutter is also an option which you can use it to develop mobile apps or web app. There's also Firebase, which you can use as a backend service. And if you want to integrate machine learning in your solution, you can also use the TensorFlow library. So there are so many Google products to choose from, so just head over to developers.google.com to know more. So maybe some of you have not yet encountered any of these technologies, and you might think it's bothersome to proceed with the challenge. But guys, don't be disheartened, because I feel you. In our solution challenge last year, it was also our first time working with Flutter and Firebase. So what I'm about to share are my personal tips while developing with new technologies. So the first tip that I will share is, do not be afraid of stepping out in your comfort zone. So we have the tendencies kasi to get comfortable with the technologies that we're using. and sometimes it narrows down our mindset. If we ever come up with a solution to a problem, we are only limiting ourselves to what that technology that we can do can do. So although learning new technology is scary at first, but thank God for online documentations and tutorials. So even if you don't know, you still have a way to learn. Now, for my second tip, be teachable. So I remembered in our philosophy class in high school what Socrates said, and I quote, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing." So if you're someone who believes that the knowledge you have now is not enough, then the thirst for information will eventually yield to motivation to learn in different ways, and that includes having mentors and teachers guide you. So always remember, guys, that no man is an island. So allowing people to teach you with relevant information can expand your knowledge. Now finally, for my last step, enjoy. So being a developer, I know it is never an easy job. It requires a lot of thinking and stress, and it takes a lot of your time and a lot of food to eat. So not to mention the struggle of trying to adapt with the new tech environment. But I want you guys to remember the joy and the sense of fulfillment whenever a bug is fixed, or whenever an issue is resolved, or there's a goal that has been achieved. So because personally, guys, whenever I experience these things, it makes me want to do more, to learn more. So working with new technology, step out of your comfort zone, be teachable, and just enjoy things. So for our final step in this short walkthrough, it's time to go and deploy your app. Now what? Now, diba, I've been talking about sense of fulfillment a while ago, and I just want to share na last year, when we have submitted our solution, it's like a huge weight have been lifted, and only uncontainable joy was felt. So even though the results had not yet been announced, it felt like we have already won. Not because we believe we can win, but because we have made something that I know can be useful. So for this step, let me just leave with a very short message to encourage you guys sa mga sasali at gustong sumali sa Solution Challenge. We all know the meaning of DSC, right? It's Developer Student Clubs. But with the acronym DSC, we can also remind ourselves na we develop solutions to make a change. So this year's Solution Challenge, it has a mission to solve one or more UN's SDGs. So with your solutions, may your motivation is to make a change and create an impact not only in your community, but also in the rest of the world. So guys, what are you waiting for? Join now! So even if this is just a short talk, I hope you have learned something, and I hope you have something to apply, and I hope you have been encouraged. So once again, my name is Teofy Rabanes. Thank you, and have a happy coding day.